saying that this is all the reason, but True T has really done an amazing thing for Miss Black Titanic, and I appreciate that. And it's always good to see creators supporting other creators. But child, y'all go over there and listen to this, because this right here is the clown of the year.
Maurice Scott's name has been at the center of some serious controversy lately, and it looks like his relationship with Kimmi is facing some intense scrutiny. Things are definitely heating up in the world of love and marriage Huntsville, as the drama surrounding Maurice's alleged secret side chick has been exposed, and Kimmi's shocking response has stunned fans across the internet. Let's dive deep into what's been happening. Maurice Scott, known for his business ventures and personal growth speeches, has built a reputation around his hard work and dedication. However, that reputation took a serious hit when fans began to notice a few suspicious behaviors. Maurice, who used to be the embodiment of business and hustle, started making headlines for reasons other than his work ethic. Long business trips, late-night meetings, and an increasing reluctance to discuss his relationship with Kimmi during interviews started to raise eyebrows. Maurice had always been open about his admiration for Kimmi, but when it came to talking about their relationship status, he remained tight-lipped. He dodged any questions about their marriage, and that raised concerns among fans who began to feel that there was more to the story than what Maurice was letting on. Meanwhile, Kimmi was dropping subtle hints on her social media that something wasn't right in their relationship. She posted about betrayal, self-love, and focusing on herself, and these posts left fans wondering if there was trouble in paradise. Was this just a phase, or was there something deeper going on? As fans continued to piece together the puzzle, they noticed that Maurice's behavior on social media was not helping his case. He was engaging with IG models, double-tapping photos, and leaving comments that many saw as inappropriate, especially considering Kimmi's cryptic posts about loyalty and respect. It didn't take long for people to start questioning his actions, and the rumors of infidelity started to swirl. Now, let's talk about the real bombshell, the secret side chick. Fans were already suspicious, but when a familiar face began popping up, things really started to get messy. The alleged side chick turned out to be a fitness influencer, known for sharing workout routines, motivational quotes, and the occasional thirst trap post. Nothing too crazy at first glance, but when fans noticed that the influencer was frequently posting from locations that lined up perfectly with Maurice's business.
However, in the moment that I acted, I was acting to protect the situation, protect my brother from. In the moment that I acted, I was acting to protect the situation, protect my brother from further harm.
Business trips, things took a turn. Maurice's business trips seemed to overlap with this woman's gym selfies, and that's when people started putting the pieces together. Things got even messier when the influencer posted something that could only be described as a bold hint. "I love a man who handles business," followed by a winking emoji. Fans immediately started to connect the dots, and questions started pouring in. Was this woman really hinting at a relationship with Maurice? Her comments section was flooded with people asking if Maurice was the man she was referring to, and that's when the photos started to surface. Pictures, blurry and suspicious, showed Maurice and the woman at a hotel, and fans went into detective mode. The shadows in the pictures, the reflections, they didn't add up, and fans quickly started pointing fingers. One particular post from the influencer's Instagram story sent the internet into a frenzy. In the story, there was a man's hand visible, and the tattoos on that hand seemed to match Maurice's exactly. That was the final piece of the puzzle for many fans, who were now convinced that Maurice had been hiding something. The cheating rumors were at an all-time high, and Maurice seemed to be doing everything in his power to downplay the situation. Rather than addressing the allegations directly, Maurice decided to take a more relaxed approach. He went live on Instagram, laughing off the accusations and claiming that people were just trying to tear him down. He brushed off the rumors, claiming they were nothing more than baseless gossip. However, this too cool for school attitude backfired on him. Fans were quick to call out his lack of urgency and his avoidance of the real issue. They pointed out that if he had nothing to hide, why not just shut down the rumors? Instead, Maurice seemed more focused on deflecting blame and accusing others of trying to ruin his reputation. The more he danced around the accusations, the more guilty he looked. Meanwhile, Kimmi wasn't sitting idly by. She was making moves of her own. First, she unfollowed Maurice on Instagram, and fans immediately took notice. This wasn't just some random unfollow, this was a clear statement. Kimmi also posted a message on her own Instagram that was clearly meant for Maurice. The message read, "A woman who values herself doesn't compete. She removes herself." There were no tags, no direct mentions, but the message was loud and clear. Fans flooded the comments, calling Kimmi strong and applauding her for taking control of her life. Kimmi's sister also got in on the action, posting about family loyalty and calling out snakes in the grass. It was becoming clear that Kimmi was no longer playing the role of the loyal wife trying to hold everything together. She was taking charge, and the internet was loving every minute of it. The situation only continued to escalate from there. Kimmi's close friends began posting cryptic messages with captions like, "Level up season," and "You don't lose a man, you lose a headache." And all of these posts were tagged to Kimmi. The streets were talking, and fans were eating up every little detail. Rumors spread that Kimmi had quietly met with divorce lawyers, preparing to file for divorce. Screenshots of text messages and DMs allegedly surfaced, showing that Maurice had been involved in questionable behavior for some time. Fans were quick to connect the dots, saying that Maurice had been making excuses for late nights, dodging questions about his whereabouts, and being overly friendly with other women. It was clear that the trust between Maurice and Kimmi was unraveling, and Kimmi was no longer willing to stand by and pretend everything was fine. But Kimmi wasn't done yet. She took her revenge to the next level. While Maurice was still trying